Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. One of these days, we're going to just play that song all the way through at the beginning. I love that song. Stranglehold, man. It's just a phenomenal song by the Motor City Band man, Ted Nugent. We're going to do that. We're just going to surprise people. I think you're listening to old 1970s AM radio there. All right, I got a good friend here. He's awesome. Howard Kahn, attorney extraordinaire. I like to call him an entrepreneurial attorney. He's helping making sure businesses are staying in their best stead, keeping them out of trouble, making transactions happen, and always delighted to have you on the program. The Lone Star Lawyer, his website, lonestarlawyers.com. Good to see you, my friend.
Well, thanks, Kevin. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and you've got a great guest for us. Howard, introduce him today.
Today, I'm honored to have Landon Ehlinger, Vice President of Burton Construction, which is a national full-service general contracting firm headquartered here in Houston, Texas.
Awesome. Welcome to the program, Brandon.
Thanks for having me on.
National company. When he says national, does he mean coast to coast? You're all over the place?
We are coast to coast. We have license in 13 states, but we are headquartered here in Houston, Texas.
The entrepreneurial capital of the world.
It is. We're very privileged to be located here in Houston and loving the boom right now.
Yep. You know, people who don't live in Houston and they see video footage and postcards and stuff like that, and they go, why in the heck would anyone live there? But if you get here, you know why you live here. I mean, I've been here longer than any place in my whole life, and it is there's just nothing like it. It's just a great place for family, a great place for business, great values. I call it America's biggest small town.
That's true. We sure enjoy it, and developers and clients that we work with seem to be just booming.
Yep, and I want the Chamber of Commerce to send your check and or money order too. Anyway, all right, Howard, I'm sure you've got great questions. Let's line up with them.
Okay, Landon, I read that there's a boom in office construction due to Houston's job growth. How much office space is currently under construction? Where is it located, and what is the outlook?
Currently, there's 9 million square feet of new construction, new office buildings going in the Houston market. We primarily see that located in the Energy Corridor, the Woodlands, and the Galleria. The Woodlands alone has over 5 million square feet of new construction, 3 million of that being the Exxon Mobil plant. So it's booming right now. Huge boom for Houston. They've added 118,000 jobs last year to the Houston market. So the need for office space, home sales are rising 17% last year. So just overall great economy in Houston.
Is the majority of your construction commercial related?
Our construction is commercial related. We focus on office and industrial ground up throughout the state, primarily working with office and industrial. Some notable projects are City Center over at I-10 in the Beltway.
I love that area.
The Caterpillar plant in Seguin. We completed a large facility for the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas as well. So, as you stated, the ground up commercial, office, and industrial is where we primarily focus.
Howard?
Yeah, what is the average cost per square foot to, say, build a 2 to 4 story office building in Houston versus another major market? And how does that position Houston to be a sound investment in development dollars?
Well, construction cost in Houston it's one of the cheapest places to build across the nation, as you can see from our housing market as well. Just cost of living overall is cheaper. So we see 2 to 4 story office buildings running about $75 a square foot. Compared to other places, it's about a $10 to $15 premium to build. It's, let's say, in the D.C. market or even out on the West Coast.
Yeah, and that's why it's become a magnet for businesses and individuals all over the country.
We see corporate companies relocating to Houston just based upon cost of construction, cost of employees. Obviously, having employees is a bit cheaper since the cost of living overall is cheaper. So we see some Fortune 5 companies relocating to Houston at a pretty fast click.
Very good, Howard.
Yeah, consider construction projects can be complex and comprise various skills and jobs. What are some of the guidelines that Burton Construction abides by in order to ensure a safe and efficient project?
We are one of the few general contractors that have a partnership with OSHA and ABC. OSHA is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, so we really pride ourselves on having a high safety standard and being able to send our employees home every day. Construction is a dangerous
Dangerous field.
Dangerous field.
Business, yeah.
Stumped there. Dangerous field. And we just want to make sure our employees are able to go home to their families, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So we really practice what we preach. We follow safety guidelines. We review these every single day on the site. So we want to make sure that they get home.
So you mentioned you were in 13 different states. What are those?
We're in Oklahoma, Louisiana, Houston, Texas, D.C., Virginia, Phoenix, Arizona, and a few others.
Mainly in the South. You like the South?
We are. I would say we're in the southeast portion of the United States, fairly close to home, but we are able to travel. We travel efficiently, and we're able to complete the projects on time, under budget.
Howard?
Yeah, reading about Burton Construction, I was impressed by the portfolio of projects and an array of excellence in construction and landmark awards. What are some of the factors that have led to Burton's success of these office projects?
We've been able to complete projects with some very notable developers in the Houston area, as well as some of the higher-ranking architects. So being able to complete the projects with these guys, they bring some notable icon projects to Houston. We've just been appreciative to be involved with each of these. City Center, for instance, is one of our notable projects. There's 15 buildings out there. It's a full mixed-use facility, office, retail, and entertainment venues. So we've worked with several different architects and Midway Companies, who's the developer.
And that's at I-10 and the Beltway, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. So 2008 was a devastating year for the economy, obviously. We're now 5 years after that. How has this year looked compared to that period of time, just before the crash and then immediately after?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a pretty good spike in new construction right now. 2008 was at the tail end of about a 10-year run, and it was very high construction at that time. You know, we're seeing it slowly come back. It's on a good positive incline. We're not overbuilding and we're not overbuilt. So I think we're in a good place from the developers and forecasting that we see. I think we're in a good place right now.
Awesome. All right, we're going to have to wrap it up again. We've been spending time with Howard Kahn. He is the Lone Star Lawyer, LoneStarLawyers.com, and Burton Construction, BurtonConstruction.com. And gentlemen, great job. Thanks to both of you.
Thanks for having us, Kevin.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
job.
We
All right.
appreciate it.
When we come back, we'll be wrapping up today's program. Do want to remind you the show continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com, and that's what you're listening to, The Price of Business.